So what do you think about faking it? I mean, the reality is sometimes it's just not gonna happen. Like, and that there are many reasons for that. Either you're with someone new and your styles just clash. They just do. It's not happening. He's more of like the jackhammer, like the holding on because you don't want to hit your head, and you're more of like the slow and deep, and that's how. It's fine. Different styles. Not everyone has the same style. And that doesn't mean that your styles are never going to match up. Maybe after a couple of times, then he starts to see, oh yeah, maybe she's holding my butt when I'm trying to go that fast to slow me down. Or you talk about it, or, anyway. Or you're not in the right headspace. You have work or school or life or meetings or stress or whatever it is on the mind, and it's not going to happen. Or he is in that headspace and you can feel that in him, and so again, it's just not going to happen. So what do? Well, you can give the guy a break and fake it. Sure. You can suddenly feign that something is happening. You have a meeting, you have a phone call, you have a meeting with your professor, you have to call your sister, you have to wake up super early, and so you have to go sleep now. Or you can fess up and tell him, babe, it's not going to happen. So, maybe let's just give it a rest. Yeah. Now, I believe you shouldn't fake it. What's the point of faking it? And feigning a meeting, kind of the same thing? Well, not exactly. So feigning a meeting, there's no harm, he doesn't believe that he actually did bring you to pleasure. So you're not misguiding him or mistraining him. If you fake it, however, you're basically saying, you are the man. You know exactly what to do to make me feel amazing. But he doesn't, because you didn't. It didn't happen. Now you've misguided him. Now from now on, he's going to do whatever technique he was doing because he thinks that that's going to give you pleasure. I think you should fess up. I think you should have a conversation. Communication is one of the most important things in a relationship in all ways, including sex. If you are... if you can have sex, you should be able to talk about sex with your partner, okay? So maybe not right before, because it kills the mood. Like, you're about to have sex and you're like, honey, about yesterday, I really wasn't feeling it, and this is what you should do instead. Don't do that. Don't, tell him what to do. Show him. Guide him, do it gently. You can do it in the midst of sex. You can tell him what you like, or show him, or I like it when you do this to me, or baby, why don't you try this? You can do it after. You can just have a conversation. How was the sex? Yeah, I like that. Maybe not immediately after, but maybe a little bit later. How was the sex today? I loved it. I loved when you did this. I loved what you did when you did that. I'd like for you to do that more. That one thing that you did, I didn't love that. See? It helps. And then he'll say the same thing. And then you're able to be more open with each other. Now, there are some occasions when faking it is okay, in my opinion. It is if, like I said, in the rare instance that he's not you're just not there. He usually knows. And this is why only on occasion is it okay, because you don't want him to think that he knows how to please you if he doesn't. Because then what's the point? You're never going to want to sleep with the guy again anyway. It's just a real bummer. Especially if you're in a serious relationship with him and he just can't get you there. So if it's a rare occurrence that he can't get you there, and you want to give the guy a break, then you can fake it if you'd like. Okay. If you're just simply not in the mood, then you can fake it. If you've already made the decision that you're never going to be with this guy again, like you're in the midst of having sex and you think this was a mistake. Well, first of all, why is he between your legs? It's another issue. But you can fake it then, because you're not going to be with him again. So what's the point? Or you can just say, it's not happening, buddy. Yeah, see you later. But I would say, don't fake it. have communication, and try and do things to make it so you are going to be able to orgasm. Like, what's holding you back? Maybe it's you, babe. You know? Maybe you're not allowing yourself to relax. That's a lot of it. It's not just what he's doing, it's also what you're doing. You can't just lay there like a dead fish. And I've heard that a lot of girls do this. It's like, especially pretty girls, they just lay there because they think that you're just enjoying what I look like, so I don't have to do anything at all. I mean, come on. Not only are you a total boring lay, but you're not giving yourself any joy either. A lot of it is what you're bringing to the table. I know there are certain positions and moves that I do that enhance my pleasure too, in addition to his. So, you also need to just calm down. Like, stop stressing so much. Relax. Allow yourself to feel good. If you moan, okay. Even if you scream, if you do a funny face, fine. Just enjoy the ride. There are a lot of positions in sex, and some of them you might not love. Some of them I don't love. Some of them I love. Some of them I don't love. But it's kind of like a roller coaster, you know? So some people like the upside down, some people like the twist, some people like the fast straightaways. That's what I like, the fast straightaways. I don't really like the upside down. But I'm not on the roller coaster thinking, this sucks, just because it's not my favorite part of the roller coaster. I'm enjoying the entire ride. And when I get to experience my favorite part, then I'm like thrilled. Same goes with sex. What else? Don't be afraid of looking fat or like in a bad position. Just because, you know, there are some positions that absolutely your ass is going to look fat, or it's your stomach is going to be poochy, or just bad positions. Who cares? Honestly, the guy doesn't care. Guy thinks this chick is willing to get into any fun position. She's enjoying herself. Enjoy yourself. It's so much about what sex is just the enjoyment, the pleasure, right? Yeah. Don't be afraid of looking bad. Just get in the position and, don't hide. Don't don't look at me like that. Don't do that. When it's over, don't jump up and cover yourself immediately. I used to be that chick. Not so fun. I was a bad lay back then. You want to just allow yourself to have fun. And then, of course, it's also the mental. Mental, it's a big part, especially for chicks, okay? It is. So, if you're really not into the guy, I mean, what's the point, really? You can do other things to make yourself feel good. You don't need the guy there to do it. So, don't fake it. Communicate. Be there emotionally, physically. If you're gonna be there, be there. Put yourself in it. Enjoy it. I mean, really be in the situation completely. Dedicate yourself to it. Or what's the point? You could be sitting there watching TV instead. You might even have more fun doing that. Don't lay there like a dead fish. So those are my tips. Don't fake it. Enjoy it instead. Or just don't even do it. But I like to do it, so I'm not going to fake it.